From his multiple Mercedes sports cars to his $1 million Richard Mille watches, tennis legend Rafael Nadal has collected quite a stash of eye-catching objects. So here's a list of some of the most shocking items the tennis star has spent his millions on. First off, Nadal has worked hard to achieve his current level of fame, amassing a net worth of around $200 million. So it's no wonder he makes sure to play hard too, as reflected by his collection of luxury items. And when it comes to luxury items, everyone's a fan of fancy cars, including Nadal, with his extravagant car collection. Now, partnering with big companies has no shortage of benefits, and being the face of Kia Motors, Nadal has received his share of vehicles from the company, something he often shares with excitement on Instagram. The tennis legend is a proud owner of the Kia Stinger GT. What's more, his personal collection of gold-dusted cars. He owns James Bond's infamous Aston Martin DBS from the 2006 hit Casino Royale, estimated at a whopping $319,000. Not only that, you can also probably find some of the best Mercedes ever produced in the star's garage. That is, the high-performance Mercedes-Benz SL55 and an AMG GTS. That's not all, though. Nadal also owns a Ferrari 458 Italia. Travel is not limited to cars for him, though, since he also uses his luxury yachts to travel by sea. In 2019, the Spaniard scored the Queen of Catamarans yachts when he commissioned a custom 80-foot super yacht for himself and his wife Maria, rumored to be around $4.5 million. The yacht features two 12,000 HP engines and is the perfect vessel for long offshore cruising. But don't be fooled, this yacht isn't just meant for cruising. With nearly 4,000 square feet of personalized living space, the tennis player also enjoys a main deck saloon, a jet ski garage, and a fully stacked bar and barbecue area, which is probably enough for a comfortable life, according to most people. Not only that, the interior includes elegant suites colored in coffee and beige, including 4 spacious cabins just for guests. Now, this is a place truly fit for tennis royalty. Nadal's love for yachting isn't new, though. He's collected some remarkable vessels throughout his life, including his previous $3 million Italian motor yacht, which he sold for his new darling back in 2019. Besides being a yacht owner, the King of Clay is also financially invested in water sports team. In January, he bought an E1 electric boat racing team, which is set to be part of the UIM E1 World Championship, the world's first all-electric boat league. Nadal's team, the third to be announced, joined the ranks of others like Venice Racing, as well as the team assembled by F1 driver Sergio Perez. When asked why he made the big purchase, Nadal stated that he liked how the E1 had a clear mission and was committed to preserving marine ecosystems, leading to the sports star purchasing the team. Besides cars and yachts, the player also has the option of traveling by air through his million-pound private jet. Nadal uses the air vessel to zoom around the globe and make sure he's just in time for all his tennis wins. This is no ordinary jet either. Nadal's 8-person capacity Cessna Citation CJ2 Plus jet is basically a collector's item. In fact, it's one of the few 223 that the company has ever made. Nadal is one to share, though, seeing as he gives rides to his friends all the time. In 2015, the tennis star gave fellow player Viktor Troicki a lift home on his luxury jet, after beating him in the 2015 Mercedes Cup final, of course. Talk about competition. But of course, Nadal pays a pretty penny for this privilege, as the jet costs around £220,000 in maintenance every year. But clearly, that's no biggie for the millionaire. And when Nadal's not on his yachts, cars, or jets, you can find him on his $4,499 Go Cycle bike. In 2021, the tennis legend teamed up with British electric bike manufacturer Go Cycle and designed a limited edition model of their GXI e-bike, suited to all his personal biking preferences. Dubbed the Go Cycle Limited Edition Rafael Nadal, the bike is sleek, black, and red, and it's able to reach a top speed of 20 miles per hour thanks to its 500-watt motor and lithium-ion battery. But that's not even the most important part. With an order for the valuable electric bike, fans can bag a limited edition certificate signed by the man himself. Now, obviously, the bike itself is a tad too much for the average Joe, but it barely makes a dent in the tennis legend's wallet. It should be clear by now that the tennis legend does have a lot of interesting hobbies, and that also includes golf, which he plays accompanied by his valuable equipment. Nadal has been known to be an avid golfer and has participated in several pro-am tournaments. Clearly, the man is ready to swap his racket for a golf club sometimes, but only when he's decked out in his custom equipment. equipment. The tennis star has been spotted with personalized tailor-made golf clubs designed to suit his preferred grip, as well as a tailor-made golf bag from the same brand, one that features both his name and the Spanish flag. Well, that's one way of making sure everyone knows what's yours. Needless to say, the man never puts his performance in the hands of less than perfect tools, and makes sure to spend a pretty penny on all his equipment, including his prized tennis sneakers and rackets. A good pair of shoes can make or break your performance, and nobody knows that better than the multiple-time Grand Slam champion, who spends a staggering amount of money on his footwear. Nadal has worked closely with longtime sponsor Nike to design the perfect pumps for on-court action. This includes one of his most well-known shoe models, the valuable Nike Air Max Court Ballistic 4.3, which he wore on the court for quite a while. The design included specially designed outsoles for traction on clay, as well as excellent heel support, all to ensure the tennis star remains on top of his game. He's also been seen wearing the Nike Court Zoom Vapor Cage 4, which of course included personal adjustments for the tennis legend. As for rackets, the Spaniard is known for his unmistakable Babolat Pure Arrow, which he's had customized to enhance his already lethal forehand. The man obviously has talent, but also the bucks to make sure he always comes out on top. Besides equipment, Nadal also has quite an expensive taste in watches. It's said the tennis star never really wore watches on court. That was until his partnership with watchmakers Richard Mille. Since then, he's been using watches as talismans on the court, and became the first man in history to win 22 Grand Slams, all while wearing a $1 million Richard Mille timepiece. Nadal can always be seen wearing his precious collection on court, which includes pieces able to withstand up to 5,000 G. In the 2019 US Open Final, he was seen wearing the valuable RM2703 in the colors of the Spanish flag, which cost him around $725,000. According to GQ, the tennis star's RM2704, spotted during the 2020 French Open, was worth even more, a whopping $1.05 million to be exact. The Spaniard is truly reaping the benefits of his partnership with the watchmakers, and has received a brand new custom timepiece from the company worth £780,000. The watch, with an orange dial and blue straps, has a crisscross racket visible inside, as well as the name of its owner, in the form of embossed letters spelling out Rafa. In addition to being one of the most successful sportsmen ever, Nadal has also acquired a wealthy collection of sports memorabilia. The player has been known to collect sports items, from jerseys and sports equipment by soccer teams like Real Madrid and FC Barcelona, to the autographs of sports legends like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Ronaldo, as well as historical items like vintage tennis rackets and memorabilia from early Olympic Games. Needless to say, the King of Clay lives quite a life, shown by all these shocking items he spent his millions on.